Yeah, it's your boy Outbreak XL back here today with another Fortnite Battle Royale gameplay, analyzing my own gameplay, trying to break it down for you, passive aggressive play style, just trying to make everybody around me a better player. Let's jump right into it. Right here, you got me landing at retail. Well, I'm on my way to retail. I haven't landed yet. I'm gonna try to take a good angle to the ground. Always want to be the first person down.
Gross me to get rid
Very
of the pieces.
advantageous. Right here, I'm gonna start looking around, scouting, just to see who I see around me. See who's getting to the ground, which direction they're in. See a few guys in the distance, one next to me. Make sure there's nobody directly behind me, trying to be a sneaky Rafiki. Bang, get in here. I see that kid on the other side. Hurry up and open up this chest before he can. I thought he jumped down at first, but no, he's here. Potato a couple shots up close with the burst. You know how that goes. I hear the guy outside. I want to pop this shield before he has a chance to come up here and do anything else. He doesn't ramp rush me, so I know that I have time to come up here, take my time, and just keep the high ground. I heard him to pull out a shotgun, so I already know what I'm about to encounter. I don't want to give up my high ground at all. Right there, I pop a couple shots on him. 227s. I know that he's one shot. I'm going to hop down and finish the job. Launch pad, shotgun. The shotgun is what I really need. The launch pad is good to have. Gonna heal up a little bit. I hear the young chest up above me. So I got to get up there. Come in here. Oh, streamer loot. Found another pot. Let's get it. So now I'm at 175 health. I know that there's got to be somebody else coming because I've already ran through two people here. Somebody's got to have heard. That's just what people do in this game. They hear shots in the distance and they want to pull up. Right here I'm checking to see if that is underneath me or if it's right in front of me. Right in front of me, a couple minis. Cool, need those. Right here I hear the dude in the distance. I want to exit out, stop arranging after I get everything right. Hear him open up the door, so instead of just taking the high ground on the roof and playing with him, I just say, alright, I'm not going to play with my food. Let's just wait for him right here. I hear him crouching around. He's only going to come upstairs. The only place he came from. Headshot. One more shot. GG. Once I heard that cha-ching from the headshot, I knew what it was hitting for. We're going to pick up that purple tack.
That was easy.
Pump tack meta. You already know. Alright. Reload everything. Nice little inventory check. Now let's get up out of here. At this point, I'm figuring I'm kind of done with retail. I don't really want anything disadvantageous to happen to me. So I say, all right, let me come over here and get on top of here. Take my time a little bit. But at this point, I really want to leave. Got 3 kills. I got basically everything I need. I don't want to waste too much time here. I was going to jump straight down here, but I have too much experiences where I just jump down there and I completely miss the second floor and go all the way down. Once you hit that ground level, it's a GG. So I hear somebody ramp rushing me. I want to get to the attic, get to the roof as fast as possible. I missed the second shot, but I hit the first shot for 90 something, so I knew that he was critical. Here I want to heal up. I got my minis. There's a big shield here. Fortnite, doing good in Fortnite is all about keeping yourself comfortable, putting yourself in comfortable situations. I saw that green pump there. I wanted to quick grab that just in case if somebody else tried to rush me. So if I had to hold my healing, then I had options, you know. So right here I'm going to hop out, quick check, make sure I didn't miss any good loot. I was really looking for materials. I saw this guy drop something, so I wanted to check out what it was. A bolt. Had 14 bandies over a bolt in this scenario. I wanted to be aggressive. I had a green pump and a purple tack, so that calls for an aggressive playstyle. Here I'm going to start making my way towards the circle. Don't want to get hit by the gas, of course. Only thing you can't beat in this game.
That's what happens when you never go to your high ground.
I like to keep myself at a nice little material point. It doesn't
progress.
matter who you're facing. It could be a high level player, it could be a low level player.
You
If
know.
you have no materials, goodbye. GG. It's over for you. So now,
Oh,
in the
I hear
distance, I
static.
hear money. I
I'm
hear
about to come in
static.
here and get my shit right.
Anytime you hear gunshots in the distance, just like everybody else playing Fortnite, that's music to your ears. It's people mid-fight, somebody's hurt. I want to get into this action. I need a piece of it. I see a little fort on the left to the corner of my eyes before I even start rushing up there. I want to see what's up. There's nobody in here. Alright, cool. See people in the distance. Bang. Got one, got two, and there goes the burst for you right there. The headshots from the burst are what makes the burst a burst. It's not the fact that if you hit all your shots, you deal. If you hit every shot from one burst, that's 90 damage. If you hit one headshot from a common burst, 62. You know how much headshot damage a blue burst does? 75. Compare that to the 72 of a scar, and I think you have a weapon. Now right here, I just want to make myself a difficult target to hit. There's a lot of trees blocking my lines of sight, so somebody may see me that I don't see. So I'm just trying to make myself a difficult target. I know that I'm inside the circle. I have a lot of time to work. So what I want to do is I just want to work the area. I want to make sure everything's clear. I want to make myself comfortable. At the same time, I'm hunting for kills. You always want to engage someone before they can engage you. That's the most advantageous thing you can do towards any gunfight. Anytime you're in a PvP situation, you want to get the first shots off. You want to put pressure on your opponent. I go in there, pick up some ammo on my way. There's no reason to fool around in there. Scanning the area. Scanning the area. Making myself a difficult target to hit again because of everything in my sight lines. I understand that there could be something still that I don't see. So right here, I'm gonna see somebody over the ridge. Oh, did he see me? I'm not sure. If he did, I want to ramp rush. So here, coming with a ramp rush, expecting him to come up there. He didn't. He never saw me. So I'm gonna start shooting him. And this kid was completely lost. He needs practice. I understand that. Never talk down on somebody who's doing bad, because I've been through that. A boogie lines. Go bump it.
Yeah, he's got a med kit.
He's got a med kit over here. He's got some mats. He's got ammo. A bunch of things that I would love to have. I want to get that stuff and get out of there. I still need to heal, but I understand that there could be somebody that might have been chasing him, or there could be somebody doing the same thing that I'm doing. They might have seen me from one of the lines of sight that I could not see, so I wanted to scout real quick before I come over here and I can heal up. You always want to heal up on the high ground. If somebody rushes at you while you're healing, it sucks to the max when you're on the ground, they're 2 levels above you, and you're not even finished healing, you're not ready to fight them. So when you're already in a high ground situation, you're good. You heal up, pop out, boom. But right here, we're going to skip ahead because we don't see anybody for about a minute. Okay, right here, I progressed a little bit. I'm just trying to ride the circle a little bit. I'd rather not get flanked right now. Right now, I told you I'm being passive aggressive. I seen somebody in the distance right here. I didn't actually see him. I saw his ramp just finish being built. So what I want to do is I want to progress over there. He has to be over there. No, his shit just finished getting built. Right here, I thought about popping a shot. I said no. If I do pop a shot, he may be in a better position. He's in between me and the storm. Also, he would have been on high ground had he pushed towards me. So I wait real quick. The only thing he can do is go downhill. So I figured I come over here, take the natural high ground, and then pop my shots here as soon as possible. And get my crosshair on them and just start delivering. Either scar or burst is beautiful for not spraying, but I want to say firing in a quick succession. The M4 is a great gun. Any gun is a great gun as long as you know how to use it. But the scar, you can just hold on to the trigger. You don't have to let off as fast. That kid, he did the wrong thing. Actually, he did try to build. But anytime you have somebody shooting at you, you hear this time and time again. Do not look for who it is. Build. Turn in that direction and build, and then you look for who it is. I don't know what that kid was doing, whether he did the number one no or the ground just didn't work with him, but GG's. So right here, took the high ground. I want to get to the other side of the mountain, but I didn't want to come out in the valley in between this mountain and the next. So I came up on top of the mountain so I can kind of scout, see where everybody is, or see if I see anybody at all. I see where the gas is coming to and coming from, so I know which directions I'm looking to. I want to look that way across to the other side of Loot Lake, but I don't really have a line of sight. Make sure there's nobody in Dusty.
I might need it for a better time.
Don't see anybody in Dusty. Don't see anybody over there. So I'm gonna come back over here and make sure my flank is good. Check this way, see what's going on at Tilted in the distance.
I think I need is for this shit to land on Tilted, bro.
In the actual gameplay, I'm saying to myself, the last thing I need is for it to land at Tilted. And whenever the finishing circles land at Tilted, it's just the most disadvantageous thing that you could possibly have happen to you. Because everybody's all set up, there's traps all over the place. It's just terrible. So check my flank again, make sure nobody saw me in the distance and decided to pull up on a shaboy. So I'm about to come over here to where I was before. Over here, I jump up here to grab this wood, and I noticed steps there that weren't there before. So I pause real quick, try to get a visual on this kid, grab some extra mats because I refuse to go into a battle with less than 300 mats. Place down a launch pad because I'm thinking about jumping on this kid's head. I look in the distance in each direction before I cross the street. Then I notice right here, just before I launch pad down on him, he's looking at me. He's got to be looking at me. And if he's not looking at me, then he saw me. So I want to come back over here, get a visual on him, make sure I see him. All right, he's too busy building right now. Let's get down here. I was thinking of hopping onto there, but that would have been bad. What if I wasn't ready? You know, what if I hopped down there and that got intense and I knew what was going to happen. But what if I had landed on the top on one of the top floors of the crack house and he just poked over and just headshots me with a shotgun? He was ready for me when I got there. So I basically did the right thing there. Started off from the ground, took my time, progressed up, came up and got him. So now I want to come back over here to my launch pad. Just being aware of my surroundings, you know. Head on the swivel. I had to get up out of there fast just in case there was somebody that I didn't see. I didn't want them to pop up over top of the crack house. Now I'm stuck in there and I have to find some creative way to build myself out. No, get out of there after I get all my stuff, after I reap my rewards, and then be on my way, continue my journey. Now this is a situation I despise being in. The dreaded Loot Lake late game. Top 10 situation, the worst place to be is on this side or that side of Loot Lake that I just showed, where there's no cover, no houses, no buildings, and you haven't been in them already. So right here, I'm just looking around, check every mountain, every direction. I know there's got to be somebody looking at me, and just in the nick of time, somebody starts shooting at me. So I'm thinking right now, I gotta get to the top of this mountain. I gotta choke this kid. I gotta bring the heat to him. He already hit me once. He's gonna be confident. I gotta bring it to this kid. So as I'm sitting here climbing this mountain, boom, I get shot from this kid. I get shot at from this kid up here. He doesn't actually hit me. He makes the wrong move. This is what you never, ever, ever want to do playing this game. Jump out of your fort at some kid, because that's what's gonna happen more times than none. Right here, I hear this kid rushing up. One of my best streams. Somebody ramp rushing at you and they don't put up a wall. When you don't put up a wall while ramp rushing somebody and you get to their level, you can almost count it up as a headshot, because that's all that's gonna happen right there. The kid's gonna headshot you. You're ramp rushing somebody, always put up that wall when you get to his level. Turn to your side, the direction that he's at. Put up a wall, maybe another wall, a story higher, and then build your steps. Keep your progression going.
Alright, bro.
Right here, I'm just toying with this kid. I know he's way too far to do any damage to me, so I'm just being patient, thinking about my next move. I wanted to make sure before I moved off of this mountain, before I got off of this advantageous position, where is the next place I can go and where is everyone else? I saw a series of ramps leading up to this mountain to my left here, so I'm thinking, all right, hopefully there's somebody up here, and if I don't build directly up there, then he won't be expecting me to be coming from this direction. So I'm just going to rush this way. I just checked to see if I had a launch pad. No launch pad for when I get up there. So now I'm just going to be patient. I'm out of the mix. I disengaged from everything. And I'm just trying to get to the next vantage point. Seeing some stuff glowing there. I wanted to make sure that there was no raw materials there. There's raw materials there, like next to a bunch of loot. Then that means that guy just died. If nobody picked up the materials, then that somebody that killed that somebody is coming back to pick up those materials more times than none. So right here, I just want to get a visual on the guy. I know that there's 4 people left. I'm sitting here thinking, all right, let's prioritize our targets. That kid right there is the main priority. He's on top of the factory, and whenever there's somebody on top of that factory or in the middle of Loot Lake and they're in the circle, that's a huge problem. It's so hard to defend against those kids and to attack those kids. There's virtually no offense trying to deal with a kid like that. So right here, I'm thinking, all right, we know where 1 is and we know where 2 is. The other one is on the southeast end of the kid that's on top of the factories. How do I know that? Because he was being shot at from that direction. So now I'm looking for the 3rd kid. The last kid that I don't know where he is. I'm checking my back just to make sure I didn't miss anything. I hear all the gunshots landing to my east end. So I start looking that way. I see that the kid on top of the factories is engaging him. So I want to just double check everything real quick. Alright, I'm sure that kid is in there. Now I want to get up here to this kid as fast as possible. Reason being that this kid is the biggest threat right here. The last thing I need to see, wall. Every time you get up to someone's level, you put up that wall so they can't shoot you. It's perfectly fine to ramp rush up. That's what you're supposed to do. But if you don't put up that wall, it's probably going to be a GG. You're running up with your schematics out, and he's sitting there waiting on you with a gun. So you can only assume what's going to happen in that situation, more times than none. So I got a visual on this kid right here. He's the next biggest threat. He's in a huge fort. He's got rockets. He's got an advantageous position. He doesn't have anything covering his sight line. He can see everything. I want to go up there, grab that kid's sniper that I just saw, and now I want to try to get this kid out the way. He's a big threat. If I can get him out the way, it's a GG. Right here, I get him lucky. I missed the sniper shot by a split second, probably a third of a second. Had I shot a little bit sooner, it'd have been GG. It would have been me and the kid underneath me, and we know how that would have went. So right here, I'm trying to get a better angle on him. I see he's building up. He has a sniper in his hands. I can tell he has a sniper in his hands. You saw the long barrel hanging out. So I wanted to reposition myself. I'm not even going to give him the time of day right now. I'm not going to peek him at all. He's ghost peeking with his brick. He knows what he's doing, and that's clear. So I want to focus my attention on this kid. Get him out of the way. Sometimes it's all right to disengage, you know. Right here, I noticed that the storm is about to start moving. This kid's gonna have to wait till later. Oh, I maneuver my way around all this flim flam. I'm thinking, damn, I would jump down, but I can't. The storm is right there. You keep your cool, and you'll always be good in this game. So I run over here, steps. You know what I'm saying, reposition myself, get behind me, start shooting. Like I always say, like everybody always says, you never turn around and try to find the kid. Always build your walls. So right here, I hear the kid behind me shooting with his scar. So I'm thinking, all right, I gotta protect my back. That's the reason why I platformed down right there. I knew he was shooting at me from the back with his scar. So I'm gonna come down here, grab everything. Him shooting his rocket up there lets me know he doesn't know where I am. I'm at a good spot right now. I'm hitting well. I'm meting up as much as I can. Now it's time to get back into the action. Get rid of the sniper for the grenade launcher because I know that this kid's in a huge fort. I just want to make sure that I can give myself the best chance to win. So I'm going to start shooting the base, shoot a couple at the base, shoot one at the inside, at the top. Now I see the steps being built to my bottom right, but I want to make sure. So after I blow that up and he's not in there, alright, shoot at that. Land a couple shots on him right here. And right here I want to start getting aggressive. I landed a couple shots, but due to lag, I get catapulted out of my fort. Only thing I could do right here is just try to build and finesse the situation. Only thing I could do is try to finesse the situation. Stay alive, ramps. I popped a headshot, only do 101
bro,
damage,
I just got a 112
and
headshot, bro.
it's a GG.
How many times do I gotta hit him?
I ended up choking that
Oh
game,
my God.
but you see what happens with a little bit of patience and aggression. Everything is situational. As long as you stay calm playing this game, you will have a good time, a fun time, and you'll play much better. Right there, I should have ramped up one more time, but you win some, you lose some. Made the wrong choice there. Outbreak XL, guys.